Well, here's a great question I want to look at, and it's kind of neat because if you read it, it says each right triangle has a hypotenuse of 9 centimeters. So in other words, I want to just look at this triangle right here. Look, that's got a hypotenuse of 9 centimeters. And the shortest side, which is from here to here, of course, is 5 centimeters. Yeah, whoop-de-doo. Now, it says determine the perimeter of the figure. And if you remember what perimeter means the distance all the way around. Well, some people say, oh, well, okay, I got 4 triangles. We'll go 9 times 4 and 5 times 4 and we're done. Not really, because think about it. We go up here to go to 9. We got again here another 9. We got again here another 9. We have another 9 right here. So of course we're going to go 4 times 9 somewhere in the sequence, which gives us 36 centimeters of distance, all courtesy of our hypotenuses. But we do have an issue here. The issue is this little space right here is not 5. That space is 5, right? See how this triangle right here has a base of 5, which is identical to this one. So how do we find this guy out? Well, okay, there's a couple things you can do. First off, I like to just clean everything up so we can look at a really nice diagram, right? And I want to look just at this triangle right here. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to pick it up, okay? And I'm going to move it right over here. That's the triangle. So we know that this is 9. We know that this is 5. So guess what? We can use a squared plus b squared equals c squared, and everything's happy, right? So a squared, of course, is 5. There's our squared plus b squared. Our 9, which is squared as well, okay? This is going to be 81. This is going to be 25, okay? There's our b squared. We're going to subtract 25 from both sides, right? Okay, bada boom. Let's clean this up a little bit. Excellent, right? Okay, so we have b squared, that cancels. B squared equals 81 minus 25. Okay, well, I could do that really, really quickly. 11 minus 5 is going to be 6. 2 from 7 is going to be 56. And b equals to the square root of 56. All right, now, we can clean up 56 a little bit. Let's do that first. 56 we know breaks down. It breaks down to 2 things. It breaks down into 8 times 7. Okay? 8 times 7 is 56. So of course we can break the 8 down. And you know that 8 is just 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Well there, sports fans, is our pair. Right there. Bada boom. Take a 2 out. What's left behind? 14. So root 56 becomes 2 root 14, which is a nicer number. So wait a second. This whole side here is 2 root 14. Okay, so now that we've got that, I want to get rid of all of the stuff that we don't need, which is all this extra. Let's get rid of that because we know what the numbers are, and let's keep this as clean as possible so we can see this. All right, so that side is 2 root 14. But if you think about it, we had another triangle here. We had this triangle that goes and does this for us, right? Okay, so I'm going to pick this guy up. I'm going to bring it right over here. And think about it. Look at that. Look how it perfectly matches up, right? But if you take this triangle out, you know and I know that that's 5. So that distance right there, right there, is in fact 5. Okay, so my question then is, what is that little chunk right here? What is this? Well, if the whole thing is 2 root 14, and we know that this little chunk over here is 5, we can say, all right, that this section here is just 2 root 14 minus 5. That's it. So think about this now. That's 2 root 14 minus 5. That's 2 root 14 minus 5. That's 2 root 14 minus 5. And finally, that is 2 root 14 minus 5. So in fact, we have 4 2 root 14s minus 5s, right? Plus, don't forget what we had here earlier. We had 9 and 9 and 9 and 9. We had 4 9s, right? So all we have to do now is add those 2 things together, and we should get a result. Okay, well, 4 times 9 we did before. That was easy. That's just plain old 36. But let's look at the top now. All we have to do is distribute, bada-boom, bada-boom. 4 times 2 is plus 8 root 14, right? And then we have 4 times minus 5, which is minus 20. And lo and behold, we can combine those two. Yee-hoo! Okay, so 36 minus 20 is going to give you 16. plus 8 root 14. 8 root 14. And guess what? This is in centimeters, and your entire perimeter, of course, is in centimeters. And that's how you find that perimeter of that thing that kind of looks like a ninja star. Ooh, cool. All right. Pretty cool question if you ask me.